Hey friends, I'm Stephanie Rodriguez, the founder and executive director of USOLMT. And today I want to share my story with you and tell you why I founded this organization and what my vision looks like. I'm going to get very real and transparent and vulnerable with you. So I invite you to sit back for a while, relax, and just try to take this in. Picture it, North Carolina, 1975. It was a place where a child could stay out all day without telling the grown-ups where she was going, and no one cared because it was safe. I grew up in a small town where beauty pageants were hobbies for girls. Cheerleading was always a sport, and bless your heart was said often. My childhood was a mix of freedom, independence, coupled with a lot of change and emotional trauma. I grew up in poverty, and I saw a lot of domestic abuse in my childhood. By the time that I was 16, I had lived in 5 different states or more. Let me just say I'm very comfortable with a lot of change, starting over and over again and building something from nothing. I was married for 13 years, and I suffered through domestic violence, emotional manipulation, and a lot of trauma during that time. And it got worse when I finally had the courage to leave. I left with nothing much except personal items, a bed, and less than $50 in my bank account. I was threatened with death more times than I can count, and making it so that I was unable to live or function. And it was the darkest time in my life. Now follow me, because there's a reason why I'm telling you this. During that time, I felt like a part of me died. I felt like everybody around me was trying to put a Band-Aid on a gaping wound when what I really needed was stitches. I felt like I would never heal, ever. I found it impossible. I lost my grip again and again, trying to figure out what to do and keep my life together. Several years later, I almost lost that fight. I almost committed suicide, but I didn't do it. My problems continued to get worse for a while before they even got better. But I continued to stay committed to hanging on to my life because I knew deep down this experience was not it for me. There had to be a silver lining somewhere. So I went searching for it, and I sought out healing experiences, trying to learn and relearn how to deal with so much grief and so much pain and so much trauma, and to bring joy back into my life because I had forgotten what that was. I spent hours upon hours playing a drum in front of fires in the country, learning how to dance again, learning how to laugh again, and learning how to find me again. I went back to Oregon after my first granddaughter was born. I have 2, and I was feeling a lot better and determined to figure out what was next for my life and where I could put my talents and what I could do to rebuild. Strength from chaos, persistence and determination, and sheer willpower is how I did that. Little by little, I started to put the pieces of my life back together and heal. Massages, Reiki, shamanic journeys, soul retrievals, fire dancing, drumming, ecstatic dance, positive affirmation, chanting, praying, and learning to live in my own magic again helped me to overcome all of those emotional challenges that I had dealt with for so long. And I not only had to heal my broken body that was carrying a lifetime of pain and anguish, but my spirit and my emotional state and my mental space, and learning again how to survive and thrive in the world. Living on the Oregon coast and managing a small hotel helped me a lot. The salty sea air, the cool breeze, my feet in the sand, it made a world of difference. I met my current husband my true life partner during that time. I fell in love and I had another baby, my fourth, a little boy at 37 years old. And then I changed my life again. And this time there was still some chaos and there was still some grief, but the impact on me had been lessened because of the earlier experiences and the healing work that I had already done and the wonderful practitioners that helped me. When we moved to Arizona, I decided to do something completely different. I had been a Reiki master and a teacher for about 8 years prior to moving. I worked with a lot of clients on tables, facilitating the healing and the spiritual healing of other people. And going to massage school seemed like the next logical step in my journey. So I interviewed and I signed up the same day, and I started classes 3 days later at Cortiva. I have spent 6 years practicing massage therapy. I graduated from 2 vocational colleges with 4.0 GPAs, and I spent 2 more years at a university in a business management and marketing program. I was the first person in my family to actually go to college. I thought that marketing was where I wanted to be, but sales and recruiting were the most lucrative positions that I've held, and those used my marketing skills. I have trained people all over the country how to do their jobs in large corporations and in massage therapy. I've owned 2 businesses, one online retail store and a private massage practice. I have ran 3 in-person groups of over 200 people through Meetup. I have worked at some really beautiful hotels and resorts, managed a spa, worked really closely with the business owner of that spa to increase her profitability and overcome some really deep-seated emotional resentment with her staff, and served as a lead therapist and a trainer. I grew a franchise business from 7 therapists to 15 in less than a year. And I did that very early in my massage career using my skills as a trainer and a manager and a recruiter. Now, you've heard my story. Massage therapy brought profound healing into my life, both in practice and in receiving. I am so passionate about this field, but I also see glaring problems in front of us that jump out at me like they're just waiting to be solved. I worked for over 20 years before I became a massage therapist. I had never in my whole career received a paycheck that was incorrect. I had never, even working on commission and sales, been subject to a decrease in my pay because of a sale or a promotion. I had never had a manager just forget to pay me for time that I spent training, or forget to let other managers and supervisors know about a promotional position that I had taken. I had never been told to stay in my room and not come out during work. I had never been paying for insurance benefits on a monthly basis, only to have the company not send that information to the insurance company and not be covered. I had never been subject to micromanagement or such a lack of control over my schedule or the type of work that I performed. I had never felt so boxed in as when I was working at a massage franchise. I had never been exposed to so much chaos at work, people who disagreed all the time, companies that didn't align with my values and who I wanted to be as a facilitator of healing and calm for other people. I deeply wanted to use my experience to help others. I have never been exposed to so much suffering and pain in client after client. And I realized that I could use my suffering and my pain to help other people to relate to their suffering and their pain. And that made my clients feel comfortable and safe. But what I needed was a calm and stable environment in which to deliver my healing. I needed to be supported and well taken care of, both in my lifestyle and in my work. It felt wrong to go to work and worry about not receiving tips from clients and having to rely on that because I was never paid enough to live comfortably, to take time off, or to even afford health insurance or go to the doctor when I needed to. It felt wrong to be building someone else's dream and padding their retirement account when I had my own perfectly good dream and no retirement benefits. Something in me said, we need to do this better and question why. All of these heart-centered healers were experiencing so much suffering in their jobs. Everything from what was happening in the workplace to what was going on outside the treatment room, overreaching company policies, lack of support at work, burnout, injury that they can't afford to take time off for, abuse by clients and business owners and managers, a lack of trust in the workplace, and looking outside of work, to so many therapists not having the knowledge or the skill to build a private practice and do better, to obtuse fees and laws and regulations to deal with just to start and maintain this type of job. All of it was staring me in the face. And then the world got COVID-19. I founded USOLMT in 2020 during the lockdown. I started with my Facebook group, Massage Therapists Redefining the Future. I met and listened to the feedback of thousands of massage therapists on Zoom. And now we have a new national association. Before COVID, I was the sole breadwinner in my family. I was working 3 different massage jobs around 45 hours a week at 2 different jobs every weekend day. And I never had enough time to recover my body. I was relieved when the pandemic came and I got laid off because I was killing myself trying to make a good living in massage therapy. I wanted to do work that I was passionate about and that made me feel good, like I was making a difference in this world. So I've been working for the last 25 years, mostly in marketing and sales and corporate training. I have also got 4 children, and I don't know if you know this, but kids are expensive. So I have had a side hustle or some sort of side gig for like 15 years, in addition to full-time jobs. I started all of these meetup groups. I became a Reiki master. I taught energy healing. I ran an online store. I was a freelance graphic designer. And then I went into massage therapy, and now I live in Phoenix. I became a massage therapist right after moving here. And I was like, my dream is to have a luxury bed and breakfast with a spa in Sedona, Arizona. That was my dream. And then COVID came. And like most people, I was like, what in the fresh hell is this? Right? Didn't we all think that? I have always wanted to run a business that uses all of my skills to help other people manage stress and enjoy life. I have been very deliberate in my career path over the last 25 years, using every opportunity as a stepping stone to do more, build more, be more, have more, learn more. And over the course of my career, I have broken sales records. I won awards. I've been published. I have trained well over 1,500 people, and I have touched the lives, literally touched the lives of over 10,000 people in massage therapy in the short time that I have been a therapist. I have helped others dive into their inner selves, their spiritual work, their mind, their soul purpose, improve their business, learn their jobs, and live their truth. I have been really enjoying the work of building this new association, learning, growing, finding out what you want and what you need, and meeting you. And if you're ready to change the world of massage therapy, to improve your business, you want to become a leader in the field and step up to make an impact, then USOLMT is for you. Our association is different because we serve you in a very personal and impactful way. Now, 2 years ago, when I started on a journey to bring more hope to massage therapists in the United States, I was overworked, underpaid, my body hurt, and I was freaking tired. I love massage therapy, but I knew that my true purpose was greater than helping clients inside the treatment room. And I had come into this field for a bigger reason than myself. This is my calling. And I am living my life, doing work that I love, working in a field that I am enthusiastic and passionate about. I am making a difference, and I'm having more of an impact than I thought that I ever could 6 years ago in this field. It feels really good to be here for people who really pour their heart and their soul into their work. And that work is so justifiable and so needed to heal our society. And our society and this world means everything. It's our complete experience. I want to be here to advocate for you and to teach you how to advocate for yourself and your profession. This is my passion. This is my calling. And I hope that through making bold moves in massage therapy and helping others to see that they can do it too, that they can change and grow, that my impact on this industry will leave a legacy for others to follow. I want to leave the world of massage therapy better than I found it. And I hope that through my story, you found yourself connecting in some way. It's one of challenge and triumph and pain and sorrow and joy and growth and healing. And I really wanted to share it with you because if my story can just help one person, if it inspires even one to dig deeper, to love themselves more and to heal, then I have done what I came here to do. You know, I am still a work in progress. I am human. I am imperfect. I make mistakes. I'm just like you. But I have learned a lot in my time here in this world. And I have done things that I didn't think were possible, but I had the courage to try anyway. And I am not afraid to explore or to fail greatly or to learn or to try again until I get it right. And I know from my past experiences that I do eventually get it right. And this is right. Joining USOLMT is the right move for our industry in 2022. We're generating fresh ideas. We're exploring the problems in depth. We're looking at them from all perspectives, and we are coming up with new solutions to old problems that remain unsolved. We're fast, we're efficient, and we're able to move and teach and implement new ideas quickly and boldly. And we've spent the last 2 years building an association on the input of thousands of massage therapists, creating programs and benefits that were exactly what they said they wanted. And now we're ready for growth. We are ready to make a real live impact on our profession by helping massage therapists and massage therapy business owners create long-lasting change and the shifts needed to pull our industry out of the dark ages and expand into a bright future. And we want you to be with us when it happens. I thank you for following me, and I have grown and developed with you over the last 2 years. I want to thank everybody who shared their ideas and their input and for supporting positive change in our industry. I really look forward to serving you for many, many more years and to see what we can do as a community as we learn to work together and to build our dream for ourselves and for the next generation of massage therapists who come after us. In our association, you will have opportunities to gain experience from me personally, to join the team, to connect, to network, to get involved, and to find support that is lacking elsewhere. So sign up and say yes to a brighter future. You can sign up down in the comments in the description box below. Thank you.